development were really unchangeable. But now, several decades later, we know that that's absolutely not the case. The very structure of brain cells can change, and all this change can happen with deliberate, effortful practice. So just like a gym where you can go and you can exercise different muscle groups, Lumosity has designed and created a series of games that exercise different cognitive abilities like memory or attention.
As an options trader, one of the things that I'm required to do is see lots of data. My eyes are scanning across those screens constantly, looking for changes in data and information. Lumosity really helped, specifically with the bird watching program, to be able to see some of these changes in data happen out of the corner of my eye.
I use Lumosity almost every day. I was able to increase my ability to remember names and faces. It enables you to remember a feature about that person, and that feature would trigger, oh, their name.
Stage, and the election's going to be very tight between whether the Democrats will have a two-thirds majority in the Senate, and not as likely, but conceivable even in the Assembly, which would be a real tragedy for not only California but the rest of the country. That's the 67th Assembly district. Southwest Riverside County, very consolidated, very conservative.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and can you give us an update of what's going on? You're running for Senate, is that right?
Oh, it's the Assembly. California Assembly. There are 80 members in the Assembly, 40 in the Senate, and the area just north of us is going to be very hotly contested because they're redistricted to be a little more competitive. The conservatives and Republicans are hopeful of picking or hanging on to the ones we have in that region and picking up others.
Okay, great. And can you talk about your opponents a little bit too as well? Can you talk about that?
Sure. Well, listen, I don't have anything bad to say about any of my opponents. There are 4 others in the race. They're all Republicans. The distinction I have is that I believe I have categorically more and more relevant experience. Of course, the Judge Advocate. They're doing well, as I say, for the better part of 30 years, I protected the integrity and the ethics of a very fine organization. Sacramento's a mess, and there are many people who've gone up there to do well, supposedly, or do good and have done well. But that's part of it. I'm semi-retired. I do get to teach law classes at a local college, but my kids are up and raised. I've got one Air Force pilot in Alaska and another in the medical industry, the HR world in Atlanta, and my grandkids are up in Alaska. So my wife loves what she's doing, and this is, I think, my time to have public service at a higher level. I've been on a school board for 14 years, and that's a big chunk of the thing about it, the education, public education.